Brought to you by Car Giant Auto Group.
It is that time, folks, to enter the time machine.
Time machines do not make that sound. That is not the sound
Time
of a
machine,
real time
Thursday
machine.
night, or City in Beckville. Let's go to the highlights. Here come the Bearcats. Running through an inflatable thing.
Icy.
Oh, and smoke! That's what our city's running through. First play for Beckville, Jacoby Williams. Look at the nice moves.
Jacoby Williams is going to play high-end Division I football.
Wow, how he stay in bounds. Touchdown.
I'm going to call it. I think he's going to be a Texas Longhorn. That's going to be my guess.
We'll pull
Taking
this
my
clip
claim.
up. You think he's going to play quarterback? He's playing quarterback here, and he's running it in for another touchdown.
I think he's going to play football player. I'm just going to put him everywhere.
A lot of people playing quarterback for Beckville tonight. This is Bo Hammonds, who everyone's finding the camera for Beckville.
It's
I
beautiful.
appreciate it. Bearcats up big, and they aren't done. Kalen Castles actually plays quarterback, and that's why.
I mean, John, obviously Beckville really good. How good is Timpson?
Yes!
I mean, what they did to Beckville earlier this season doesn't make any sense.
I mean, that's just, it almost does make sense because that's how good Timpson is. But you're right, Beckville, that's too easy.
Oh.
That's almost disrespectful.
That is
easy.
almost disrespectful.
Oh, we found the camera again. Both of them. Oh! Touchdown.
Cameraman
It's
must have
almost
slid them
scripted.
some candy before the game or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Look at the score of this one. Beckville. Oh, we don't have a score. They won big.
Should we don't have a score?
I guess not.
You guys got a score?
That's what the kids are telling.
That's
Oh,
what
they just got out of it. Genius.
All right, over to Thursday. Again, staying in the past. Huntington looking to remain unbeaten in 1-4A. Knights down 14-0. Isaiah Kennedy flips to Joshua Dotson. Dotson showing off the speed. It's 14-8 after the two-pointer is good. Woodlawn hanging around. Kennedy looking long, finding Dotson again. Another touchdown, and the Knights are cooking. We're tied at 14. But this Huntington offense finding some momentum. Cam Evans to Trey Carter. Looks way too easy. Nice little wave of the cameraman. That's John.
It was me. I was there.
Later in the quarter, John Solomon with some tough running. Solomon not going to be brought down, and Huntington survives the early scare. They're 4-0 in district play. They drop a casual 50-burger. They win 50-28 over Woodlawn.
All right, this was the marquee matchup from a night ago. You already know, if you've been tuning in, that Airline is in first place in District 1-5A. But this is how they did it. We pick it up in the third. Airline up by 6. Ben Taylor finds his man over the middle. That starts the scoring in the second half. Vikes up 34-21, but Haught answers right back. Colin Raines finds Andrew Vogan. My apologies to the Vogans for not giving Andrew a shout-out during last night's newscast play. He gets it here on the Friday Night Blitz. It's 34-28, but Airline answers right back with a Trey Jackson touchdown, make it 41-28. But here come the Bucks. Tyler Rhodes makes it 41-35. But then, after a quiet half, Daxton Chavez wakes up, the former player of the week, with a beautiful throw from Taylor, and then Trey Jackson had 6 touchdowns.
6 touchdowns?
6 touchdowns in this one, and he's only a sophomore.
These guys are taking turns. We had a Ben Taylor 7-touchdown performance. Chavez with 5 receiving touchdowns. 6 here for him. John, not a lot of defense being played in this district.
There really isn't, and you wonder if it's going to bite someone eventually. But it didn't tonight for Airline. 55-42, or last night, I should say. Airline's in first place.
All right, staying on Thursday night. Calvary looking to grab its 50th straight district win. How is that right? Cavs wasting no time. Abram Wardell hands it off to Chris Jackson. Jackson, you saw the lane there, wide open. He's in for the score, 7-0 Cavs early. First play for Green Oaks. Tavares Lee's pass looks like it's incomplete, but the refs rule it a lateral. It's picked up and run in for a touchdown by Cade Bedgood. Crazy play. Cavs up 13-0. Wardell to Aubrey Hermes. I feel like we haven't said Aubrey's name a lot
Aubrey's
this year.
had a quiet year.
We were saying it a lot last year. It's 20-0 Cavs, and the Cavs kept it rolling from there. They take it 51-14. That's an astounding 50 straight district wins for Calvary. John, you normally have this information. The last time Calvary lost, what, you were like 4 years old?
I was not. I was a sophomore in high school, and the coolest thing, the Pelicans wouldn't play a game for another year. The Hornets played for a whole...
I'm so happy I teed you up for that. I knew you would have something.
Yep.
Beautiful.
The New Orleans Hornets played a full year of basketball before becoming the Pelicans the last time Calvary lost the district game.
Wow.
And they went 7-1 that year. So, I mean, all right.
Hey, you were at this game tonight.
Yes, let's just talk about this one. Magnolia and plain dealing. The Mariners, I watched them.
Offensive explosion.
Yeah, and I kind of expected it, honestly, because we saw them put up 44 against Glenbrook, or I did at least. I left last week against Glenbrook impressed because you've got a team that does not have the participation numbers of other teams that they're playing, but they do have some athletes. And we saw it tonight. We saw it defensively, but the strength of this Magnolia team, and I'm surprised the numbers haven't shown it, they air it out. And they've got athletes to do it, and we saw it tonight. This is a big touchdown.
It's a big man.
Yeah, that's DeAndre Johnson. And Mark McCrae's the quarterback. Mark McCrae can really sling it. And Magnolia put up 14 in less than 6 minutes tonight, and they go on to win 34-12. It's their first ever win on campus.
Christening the field.
Yep, they hadn't played home games at the school until this year, and they get their first win there tonight.
Darbon Woods taking on Loyola Prep.
Now, Loyola Prep,
Timberwolves
Wesley,
looking to make something happen here. Loyola Prep, they're chugging along, man. They're chugging right along.
They are not as strong as they were last year in terms of the athletes that we, I'm going to find out the quarterback's name. I can't remember it right now. He's at McNeese State now, but they seem to be hitting their stride now in district.
Gosh, look at this catch here, too. It's hard to believe that he tops this catch later
right here
in this game. Oh, my goodness. Grayson Hutchins. Have a night, young man.
Absolutely.
And we said it earlier. Darbon Woods was undefeated. They're undefeated no more. Loyola Prep, big win over the Wolves. 47-21.
I'm going to find, his name was Jacob.
It's all right.
I have to find it because it's embarrassing.
Haynesville, giant crowd on hand.
Jacob Lafitte.
Jacob Lafitte. There's Red Franklin. In the Letterman's jacket. Love to see it. Alonzo Jackson. Pushed out of bounds. Golden Tours are now in the red zone.
You think Arcadia's earning the A? Is
Isaiah,
that what they're doing?
I don't know. Isaiah Washington. To Jacarius Turner. He sails in. He sails in for the score. Is he on a boat?
Sails right in.
Is he on a boat after a failed two-point try? Haynesville up 6-0. And I'm just terrified because I know what's coming up later in these highlights. The Hornets on offense. That pass hung up there
right here?
like a Christmas tree ornament.
No,
Sebastian Foster goes deep. That's DeAndre Nelson. Arcadia hopes to end this drive with a score, but watch this.
I don't know how this
Because
ball stays
Davion
in
Woods,
bounds.
what? The ball just pops out. Golden Tours
like a
have it.
glitch
It's
in a
fumbled
video game.
and recovered by Tavion Gibson. And let
There
this
it is.
haunt your dreams. Just 2 frames of a headless child. Foster throws to Nelson for the score. Haynesville's going to add another score here. And the Golden Tours, you said it earlier, John, Haynesville maybe kind of flying under the radar a little bit this year, having a very solid
said,
season.
I'm open.
He
The
said,
pass
I'm
was
open.
already caught.
It didn't matter that his teammate was in for the score. Haynesville, big win tonight over Arcadia.
I'm happy for Arcadia, though. Just the
Have
fact
a solid season. Solid season.
just the fact that they're going into a game with Haynesville
Yeah.
and people are picking them to win.
Yeah.
That's a
People
program
like
heading
you?
in the right direction.
People like you, right?
Yes, people like me, and
like
that's why
you.
I'm in last place in the Pick'em standings. North Webster visiting Carroll. Carroll's been a pleasant surprise in Monroe, and
Oh my goodness!
they show you
can't
why
bring
with
him
some
down.
tough running. To Marriott Greeley, and then later in the drive, a
Boom.
touchdown for the Bulldogs. They are.
That guy's down here blocking his dude.
Yeah,
15
they don't
yards
quit.
behind the play.
They don't quit. This camera person, whoever it is, I appreciate the commitment to the 30-yard line.
They got comfortable. I imagine there's a chair. I imagine there's a
Scoreboard's not on at Carroll. See if we can get another shot of that. That's interesting. And not only is it like not on, it's in that mode.
ball's
Oh,
on the
that's a
ground.
fumble. It's
What
in that
happened
mode
there?
where like the exclamation point is going across the scoreboard.
Overworked, underpaid. That scoreboard is.
Yep. I almost want these highlights. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. A little hurdle into the end zone. Let's see if these highlights go again, just so we can look at the scoreboard, because I'm fascinated.
I think we got to move on.
I'm the only person.
I think we got to move on. Let's look at some scores here. Still in Texas. Harleton, 21, Big Sandy 10. We'll find out later for you personally.
I need to find out.
Mod, 49 over the Trojans. 49-0. Wow. Center, 63 points.
Center makes no sense. Van's good.
Makes no sense. Van is good. 63-21 over the Vandals. And then North Lamar, 27. Spring Hill, 20. Wow.
More scores. This was surprising.
Ooh.
Jefferson, I saw them in person. They're improved this year, but Atlanta came in with a ton of momentum. They'd only lost one game to Liberty Ilo. A big win for the Bulldogs over Atlanta 16-8. And then Joaquin, another team that maybe we're not talking about as much as we should. They're in our power rankings, but they've been dominant since losing to Beckville. We're finding out Beckville's really good. 57-0. They defeat San Augustine tonight.
And then one more scoreboard. We couldn't find the score for this
Well,
one.
it's
We'll try
because
and
it's
get it for
tomorrow.
you tonight. That makes so much sense. Saturday game. Boom.
Little
Tinnahaw.
Saturday high school football.
Tinnahaw taking on Alto. We obviously won't have it in our show because
That game's tomorrow.
as we were in the time machine, we have to get back in it.
Oh!
Hop in the future.
Thank you.
So,
I forgot. That would have been scary if I'd stayed.
be very scary. Almost
What-
scary as a headless child.
More Friday Night Blitz after this.